What up YouTube, battlebrowler here with a brand new review, and this time with the Amazing Spider-Man Mission Attack Spider-Man. Now, it's gonna confuse you guys why I actually bought this, but I will explain why. And you're also wondering, why am I wearing my Green Lantern ring? Well, I was actually watching a Green Lantern movie, Emerald Knight, so I just put it on for fun, and forgot to take it off for this video. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the packaging. As I always do, very nice picture. I always like this picture of Spider-Man on the package. This is a concept series. Now, the thing about this is that you can get a Night Mission Spider-Man. Oh, that's okay. I'm going to cover what I'm going to talk about. You can get the Lizard Trap Spider-Man, which is basically a cheapened down version of the Amazing Super Pulsable Spider-Man. But then you can get this Invisa Skin Lizard. Oh my god, they released another one of these figures. It just has translucent parts, so I guess he's now a chameleon, which he didn't do in the movie, and a different gun. Seriously, there's another version of this lizard. I'm not buying this lizard, I don't care. So, wow. Just wow. Anyway, press to attack, wings move, fires a missile, and the bio is Mission Attack Spider-Man. Spider-Man darts through the air on his battle wing glider. Sure beats taking the bus to battle. That's actually pretty clever. So, pretty nice packaging. The actual figure has a much toned down color scheme. Like, this is very nice metallic color scheme, but this figure isn't. Now, I'm going to take the figure off the glider. Now, the reason I actually bought this figure, which I'm going to tell you right now, it's because this looks it doesn't look like it at all, but it really reminds me of the Armored Spider-Man. If you are a fan of the Spider-Man cartoon, then you would remember Spider-Man actually meeting another dimension version of himself. This other dimension was a billionaire, or really rich, and he built his own Spider-Man suit that was a suit of armor. Very cool. This really reminds me of this. This is pretty much what Marvel would do if they were to do that storyline again in modern times. This is what this Spider-Man looked like. And there were some Spider-Mans that were really cool. There was the Ben Reilly Spider-Man. There was the Spider-Man with Doc Ock arms. There's a Spider-Man that was an actor. He wasn't even Peter Parker. That one was cool. Well, it wasn't cool, but it was really clever how they did that. If you've seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about. But there was a Spider-Man. Now, the actual Spider-Man suit was an all-silver Spider-Man suit with black web lining. And that was really the difference. It did not look anything like this. But this is honestly what I think it would look like if they were to redo this. Plus, that Spider-Man was also a bit of a jerk. Now, I'm going to put the figure aside and talk about the accessory. Now, this accessory is really cool. It is a bit Hobgoblin, Green Goblin-esque. But it is very Spider-Man. I mean, this is very a spider-based vehicle. I mean, you got the legs, the webs, the face, the back, very similar to actual spiders. Now, the missile, which I might want to point out, that is a new missile system. It's pretty much being standard. Iron Man 2, Thor, and Captain America, also the Avengers, use this missile. So, missile connection system. So, anything with this missile can be interchangeable, so you can put in any missile you wish. So, you just plug it in, and you have this button here. Pushing the button will actually cause the missile to shoot. It's just some webbing, which is pretty cool. Now, when you pull this back, you can actually see that the wings do move, and you can actually lock it in place. So that's pretty cool. When you lock it in place, you can't push the button, but you can just pull it back. And you can't do both at the same time. Well, kinda. You have to do one at a time. But this is pretty cool. It has some pegs and slots for the feet, so that's really nice. Now, this Spider-Man isn't a very well articulated figure. It definitely could have used some more articulation, but it's decent. For a Spider-Man figure, it's not good. But when you think about it, he's wearing some armor, so he wouldn't be able to move that much. But it still doesn't excuse it. A ball-jointed head. He has a cut swivel. They also go up. His elbow bends and rotates. Now, no wrist articulation. That is unfortunate. I might want to point out that these arms seem to be a type of ratchet, almost ratchet, but it's It's almost like it was designed so that it locks in positions and not in between those positions. It's almost like they designed it similar to a ratchet joint without any springs or metal in there. So yeah, kind of a little limiting. But that means that when you put him in a pose and give him like a heavy accessory, he won't easily drop his hands down. And it's kind of the same thing with the swivel, but it's just more of a tight joint than an actual click. He has only legs that go up and backwards, so you can get some kind of jumping poses. It's a shame they don't go out. He also has a knee that rotates, which is kind of stupid. I do actually use that articulation for my my superposable Spider-Man, but I actually just think it's stupid. Mainly because if I didn't have this, I would just use a swivel joint at the thigh. But anyway, here he is next to a normal Spider-Man. This is the Hasbro Superposable Spider-Man. They are almost the same size. Very nice. So they do fit in scale. Here it is next to the Superposable Spider-Man. Now, Superposable Spider-Man is a tall figure, so he is taller than this figure. So there's your comparison. Now, detailing on this guy is really nice. He's got some red paint on the back and on the sides of his leg, along with some on the arm. He also features very nice use of silver paint. They also bring out the details. So here is silver paint on the legs. There's a little right there. They also have it on the thigh. You have lines. It's also on the belt. And this other color, I guess, is almost a kind of light dark blue. I don't know how to describe this. It's not dark blue, but it's like a toned down light blue. I guess that's the best explanation. So, not bad. He also has some paint on the back, which is pretty cool. I kind of like the eyes being this blue. It's a little weird. I would have preferred the normal white or even silver eyes would have been cool. I guess green, because they would be like scanners. That would kind of actually be cool. But that is kind of weird having blue eyes. But I do like them. Now, you can actually have the normal Spider-Man. If I can get the pegs. It worked once. I don't know if it will work again. But you can... Kinda. I had it... I tried this before on camera. Well, off camera. But he fit once. I guess it was just a fluke. But the pegs here are really small, so I guess they won't fit in his feet. Which is weird, because they fit once. So, I guess you can't get him to ride it. This guy does not even have pegs in his feet. So, this glider is pretty much limited to only this figure. Which is kind of weird. I actually did get it to work. Oh yeah, something I wanted to mention was it would have been cool if this had a peg or a clip. So it could be a jetpack. Or a clip so that it could actually be like a giant crossbow. I think that would have been really cool. So, it's going to peg him back on the vehicle. And when he's on the glider, he doesn't lose any articulation. I mean, you can still bend the elbow so you can do some Matrix style dodging. He can bend all the way down, and his arms are totally unhindered. And that is it for the figure. Now, can I recommend this figure? Not really. It's not exactly a good figure, but it's an okay figure. Considering what we've gotten in the past, it isn't that good. But it's actually a fairly nice looking figure. I honestly think this looks very well. And if you are a fan of that episode of Spider-Man, and you really like that Spider-Man, not Iron Spider-Man, but Armored Spider-Man, I can actually recommend this to you. This feels a lot, this figure feels like something Marvel would have that Spider-Man look like in modern times. Having something that brings out the old colors in his original costume, the original colors in his old costume combined with the new design of this armored look. So from that, I can actually recommend this to you guys. But this is just a pass. If you're trying to cut corners, then this is a corner that has to be cut. But I I recommend this. Again, only to those certain people. So I guess this video has gone on long enough. And as always, I want to hear your guys' opinion. Do you like the figure? Do you hate the figure? Do you have it? You know, just leave your comments in the comment section, and I will be reading them and enjoying your feed. And I also have one really big announcement. Now, I've been meaning to do this with my last few videos, but it has slipped my mind. On Wednesday at 8 o'clock, and this is on the Travel Network, I believe. For me, that's channel 71. Now, this show is called Toy Hunter, and I highly recommend this. This show is really cool because you'll learn a lot about toys, and it's about a guy who pretty much has the best job in the world. He goes around buying toys and sells them, which is kind of cool. You know, I'm a collector, so I like to collect toys, not really sell them. But that's a really cool job, and I totally recommend checking this channel out. I want this show. I don't really care about the travel channel, but I want this show to get really high ratings. So tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your parents to tell their friends, you know, tell your brother, your sister, tell your cousins to spread the word. I really want this show to actually get a lot of traction so I can get up higher and higher and they can do more stuff. I really don't want this show to be canceled because this is a really nice show. So, with that said, please check this out. It's Wednesday on the Travel Channel at 9 o'clock. So, with that said, I will be signing out. And what will I review next? Well, let's see.